Look at this adorable bob. This is Amara from the Kimble collection, which is a line of wigs underneath Raquel Welch. This line of wigs is geared more toward women of color because it does have a bit of a darker lace. But she is so darling that I wanted to give all my wig sisters with maybe a darker skin tone the chance to see this cute wig. Or if you're a bang wearer, then the lace doesn't matter so much. If you like chin length, sleek bobs, then you want to see the review of Amara. My name is Denise. I'm also known as Hey Wig Sister on Instagram and Facebook. I'm partnering with Name Brand Wigs to bring you this review. They sent me Amara so I could show all of my wig sister community. I am so grateful to Name Brand Wigs for the opportunity to show you everything that I can get my hands on and that I have time to make videos on because they are a wonderful online retailer. I've been a customer of theirs since 2018 and I really do love them and recommend them. I think they just support this wig wearing community so much. They have a great customer service team, highly trained, and they're waiting to help you. So if you have questions, if you need help finding the perfect wig, you can call them or send them an email, support@namebrandwigs.com. and they would love to help you. Let's take a look at Amara from all sides. Then we'll talk about the face flopping, which I'm sure you can see. Aside from the face flopping, which is significant, as you can see, this wig is darling. This is made with heat-friendly fibers and they feel, to me, exactly like human hair. They are so silky, so soft, so natural feeling. I love almost everything about this wig. Two things that I find a little challenging but can be overcome. So sometimes, let me just say this. The wig wearing world, wigs in general, have trade-offs, just like everything in life has a trade-off. Sometimes you have to trade one thing to get another. And in the wig world, those trade-offs can vary depending on your personal preferences. For me personally, the trade-offs I'm seeing on this piece are the lace, the color of the lace. So let's take a look at that lace front. It is a little bit darker. It shows a little bit on my skin. But what I would do is I would trim it with a pinking shears because creating a scalloped edge in that straight line will really help. And I'd probably dab a little face powder. I actually have a video showing how you can use just translucent face powder on lace that's visible. Sometimes that happens to me because I get makeup on my lace and I don't realize it till I'm about to walk out the door and I need to do something quicker than cleaning the lace will be. So I do think you can manage darker lace if, and I'm just kind of tucking her just to kind of show you guys, she can tuck, just to give you all the different ideas you might be able to do with a wig like this. But that's what I would do to hide that lace. If you are a bang wearer, then you can take and cut a bang in, and not only will you not have to worry about the lace if you have a bang, and then it's just a cute bob with bangs, but that solves the face flopping issue. So let's talk about face flopping on a wig once I show you inside the cap. Since I got her all messed up anyway, we might as well go right inside the cap. This is a deep lace front, no monofilament, no part line, but you can sort of mimic a part when you've got a deeper lace front. And the lace goes all the way to the ear tabs, so very much an extended lace. We've got ear tabs with soft material and bendable stays. There's a comb next to the ear tabs. There's also a comb at the nape, and then we've got an extended nape with Velcro adjusters. The rest is open wefted. The combs can be really helpful if you have some bio hair because you can tuck, I'm just cinching this in a little bit because it was just a little big on me, so you can tuck those combs into your bio hair or into maybe your wig grip, and that can help with security. If you worry about your wig not staying on securely, those things can really help. So wigs that are face flappers can be really common. This is not an uncommon occurrence. It can be frustrating because for me, this wig isn't going to be able to be worn straight out of the box because I'm going to be dealing with this until I do something about it. But because this is heat friendly, you can use a hot comb and you can get lift in that front. You can redirect those fibers back with that hot comb, and that will do wonders with the face flopping. I have a video showing how I do that. In that video, I also show how I pluck a part line and pluck apart and pluck a lace front. But the hot comb with this one may be all you need to do just to get that hair away from your face. So don't give up on a wig that may be a face flopper, because honestly, you might find yourself constantly struggling with that. Many wigs have this issue. So get a hot comb. They're not very expensive, and not only will that help with the face flopping, but on a wig like this, it can help to smooth out any ends that might start to get frayed and frizzy over time. Now, that said, heat friendly wigs can be negatively impacted by friction on your clothing, which can speed up wear on the ends. But because of the length of this one, it's not going to rub up on my clothing. This one is not going to need a lot of special care, because friction really is what is the enemy of heat friendly fibers. You can add curl to this. You can add a wave. If you don't like the flip under, you can get it so that it's perfectly straight with no flip under. All of that's really easy to do with a heat friendly wig like this, because you can use any heat tool that you would use on your bio hair. And because this wig does not have monofilament or a mono part, you can actually part it anywhere you want. I tend to be a left going over to the right parter, but if you wanted to part it right to left, if you wanted to do a center part, you can absolutely do that with this one. And since she's already quite the face flopper, then just use your heat to get that to redirect, and it shouldn't be any problem at all. This one does have what I would consider a moderate density. It definitely feels like a healthy head of hair. It helps to give it that roundness. I would not consider this a light density piece. Some of that's hard to tell because of how face floppy it is. If you get the hair out of your face, if you maybe do a little plucking on the hairline, it might not feel as heavy in the front, but this one does have a fair amount of hair, enough that I'm actually having a little bit of trouble tucking it because it is pretty voluminous on the sides. This wig does not have traditional permatease. It has a little bit of crimpy fibers right at the crown, but no traditional permatease. Usually a wig that has a lot of permatease can be hard to tuck. I think what's causing this one to be a little bit harder to tuck is the hair volume. So this has definitely got a moderate, maybe even a moderate to high density, which in my opinion, on a short style like this, makes it look so polished, like you spent time styling your hair to get it just so sleek and so polished. So it can be fun to have a higher density on a bob, as long as you can figure out that face flopping aspect of many bobs that don't have bangs. All right, let's talk about size and fit. You can see I got a little tired of the face flopping, so she clips up beautifully, and so if you like to clip your wigs up, this one is great for that. Now, this one is running pretty true to average. I would say a little bit bigger than average. I have it cinched in all the way. My adjusters are touching, and I think I could probably even cinch it in a little bit more than I did. I also have a ton of extra cap up here, so much. And it is super stretchy, so I really believe that this wig is running a little bit larger than average, but the ear to ear, it really fits me perfectly here, and I'm pretty small over the top of my head, so I would encourage you, I have a stray fiber hanging in my eyes, I would encourage you to look at my measurements. I really think if you're a fair amount bigger than I am, this wig might work for you. I think it's going to work up to 22.5 circumference, probably great because it is so large around mine, and I do think you can have a pretty big head measurement, except for here, right here. And what that means is you just might not get as great a coverage on the sides. So if you can blend your own bio hair, then you really don't have to worry about that ear to ear measurement. All right, this color, Espresso Martini. The code for this is MC4-10SS. So this is a 4 base. That is a dark brown. And they're calling it a cool dark brown, and I would say that's probably right. There's no red in that base at all. It's not ashy. It doesn't even remotely look toward gray. So cool is a little subjective there. If your cool means nearly gray, like an ashy gray, almost like what I've got going on. I'm really salt and pepper, but my bio hair has turned really ashy. So dark brown, really dark brown, ashy. This one isn't like that, but there is no red in it. They're calling it cool. I wouldn't necessarily disagree, depending on your definition of cool. And then we've got some beautiful medium brown highlights. That's the 10. So on the color wheel, color codes for synthetic wigs, 2 is the darkest brown. So this is a 4 base. And then when you get to the medium to light browns, 12 is the lightest brown, 14 is a dark blonde. So this is a 10. So it's not the lightest brown, but it's kind of toward the lightest brown. And that's the highlighting you see. It's not stripy, but you can absolutely see those highlights. They're kind of a golden brown in my opinion. A golden lightish brown. It really softens the 4 in here and makes it really wearable for those who maybe get overwhelmed by super dark browns. And if you are used to really dark hair, the highlighting on this is subtle. So if you're aiming toward lighter colors, you just can't get there yet, this could be great. When I first started wearing wigs, I bought 4s, super, almost black sometimes, super dark brown. I strayed away from highlighting because I didn't have highlighted hair before. It was very dark. And I wanted to expand. This would have been a perfect first step toward a little bit of lighter browns. Hopefully that helps you as you're thinking about it. Let's get outside so you can see this color outside. I will make sure that video where I show you how to get lift in a wig that's a face flopper is linked below. Really easy. Anyone can do it. So if you're loving it, but you're worried about the face flopping, I really think you can fix that. Thanks for watching, you guys, and thank you to Name Brand Wigs. Please go visit them the next time you're in the market for a wig. I'll make sure this one and a coupon code is linked below. See you soon. All right. I love this A-line so much. It's raining very lightly, but you can see the drops on my shirt. Get that front situation figured out. This would be darling. There you go. Hey friends, thanks so much for watching. Here are a few videos I think you might enjoy. Go ahead and click on one and watch.